I got a new video for y'all today. Today we about to talk about people saying that they were born in the wrong generation. I know you done seen people complain, mainly like people your own age, saying like, yo, I wish I was born in the 90s, bro, or the 80s, because they'll give different reasons like, yo, the music was better, you know, people were more nicer, or more, they have more energy, or they'll complain about their peers like, oh, they're so immature, or they'll talk about social media. It's like a whole bunch of different things they'll say to pretty much talk down on today's society. I could understand where they're coming from to a certain degree, because obviously I don't like everything about my generation. I don't like everything that goes on. I have my own little, you know, complaints about people and this, that, and the third. But I'd be lying if I said we don't have so much opportunities. So much opportunities that our parents didn't have, literally, or our grandparents. If you even look at like your parents right now, when they were your age or younger, there's so much things that they did not have. For example, they didn't have iPhones. They didn't have the internet. You know, the internet, literally, we can search up whatever we want. Like, answers to this, topics about if we wanted to get into a certain field. There's a 1,000 YouTube videos about, you want to learn how to cook? Oh, here's this recipe to this. They have a whole hour, 20-minute video of cooking, or this department. We have so much stuff to our disposal, is what I'm trying to say. We got so much stuff to our disposal that we could use that wasn't here before. Even with the ability to just talk, like to communicate. When my mom was younger, she had like 5 brothers, 5 sisters, whatever. My dad the same way. He had a bunch of siblings. They had a house phone. Like, so imagine you literally, like right now, you only have a house phone. You got mad people in your house. You wouldn't have the ability to just talk to your friends whenever you want to, or talk to whatever. Like you need you got a girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. You want to talk on the phone or reach out to someone. You could do it. You could still talk on the phone, but the way how we have access to talk whenever we want to, FaceTime, there was no FaceTime. You couldn't FaceTime nobody. You couldn't text nobody like, oh, let me just say something real quick to There was no way for you to even communicate hours throughout the day, or midnight, late nights. How many times, be honest, how many times have you been bored? Like, it might be 1 a.m. and you're like, yo, I want to go hit up such and such. I'm bored. We literally have the ability. We could communicate with people outside. If you live in the United States, we have the ability to communicate with people in Ukraine. We could talk to somebody in Africa, in China, if we wanted to. Like, we literally are so, the internet literally gave us the ability to talk to whoever we want. Like, we're connected in so many different places. And I'm not saying everybody doesn't, like, you might not have no friends besides outside of your city. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody, you know, be on the internet talking to different people. But I'm just using that as a random example. We literally have Uber Eats. We got DoorDash to the point where, like, we literally could just be on some, you know, I don't feel like getting up today at all. I don't want to leave the house at all. I'm about to just go and order me some spaghetti or some pizza or Chipotle, whatever. We literally have the ability to call a Lyft. Like, I'm just giving you random examples of stuff that we have that literally generations beforehand would be looking like, bro, y'all could do that? Like, y'all could do this? Oh my God. Even what I'm doing right now with making YouTube videos, like, I already brought up YouTube, but just talking about with the ability to sit here and I could talk to different people throughout the world, like, and make a career off of being a YouTuber. There was no such thing as being a YouTuber back in the day. There was no YouTube, you know what I'm saying? So you couldn't have these different ways of making a career for yourself. Like, you have the ability to literally make videos from your phone, and you could upload videos. Like I said, make a career. There's a bunch of online options of stuff that you could do to make money off of and stuff. Like, I'm not saying we have it made, because we have different issues that we have right now that's going on that's not the best. But I'm just saying, like, you can't sit here and say, like, bro, like, our generation is so bad. I think the problem with, like, a lot of people, bro, we always be looking at what we don't have or the problems instead of looking at the blessings. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never sit here. If you're healthy, bro, like, you dead healthy, you got, you could get up and do whatever you want. Like, you could get up and say, oh, I'm gonna go and make a move and go out to this place. Or if you're able to, like, do things, is what I'm trying to say. If you're able to do things, bro, like, we really have things very sweet for ourselves. Like, a lot of stuff that we just have to our disposal that we can use to get ahead. And I'm not saying the older generation didn't have nice stuff too, because now I said a lot of pros, right? Let's get to some cons, because there are some cons to living 2023, 2024, 2020s. Like, there is some cons. Like, for example, I will definitely say that we are lazy to a certain degree. I could say that this generation, including myself, we're very lazy to the point where, like, okay, because we got so much ways for us to we communicate. Sometimes, like, I remember even some of my, like, really good friends, I don't even see them. I haven't seen them in dumb long. You know what I'm saying? We text each other, you know what I'm saying? We'll might like each other's pictures on Instagram, slide up on the story, just to say what's up or whatever. But some people I haven't even seen in a long time. But that's because we have the ability to communicate with each other without ever seeing each other. So that's kind of like, it's kind of like a damn, like, you don't even go and see none of these people, or you might be interested in somebody, and the girl that you're talking to, y'all just sit here and text each other instead of actually being around each other face to face. Like, that's kind of weird, because, like, then y'all don't have no in-person vibes with each other. Y'all literally just be texting, FaceTiming. In a way, I'll even just bring up an example in my life right now that's going on. My niece, who's, like, she's so young, she's like 8 years old. Literally right now, she's doing school online. I've done that before also, but I was a little older. She's 8 years old doing school online. And the thing with that is, like, I'd be kind of worried about, I'd be thinking, like, like, I hope that she gets, the social aspect of, what I'm saying, being around other kids, being able to talk to people, because I don't want her to get older and then have certain issues, I want her to just be a normal, regular kid, so I don't want her to be too internet, stay at home based. Like, I want her to make sure that she's, like, able to be social. So there's pretty much, I'm just trying to bring up the fact that there's certain drawbacks to our generation, how we operate, because we're so cell phone, computer, internet based. A lot of times we kind of just be forgetting about the outside world, about, like, just being around each other, and stuff like that can be important, and it could come back to bite you later on. You know what I'm saying? If you're not, it's healthy to make sure that you're outside, you're getting sun, you're being around different people, you're interacting. That's important. So I'm gonna just say, like, we have certain cons, and I can bring up a bunch of things about the internet, how the internet is so, with people clout chasing, doing the most craziest things, things being so expensive in our generation right now. Like, especially, I live in New York, so you already know things is OD expensive right now. Like, things are so expensive, which is getting houses, apartments, with jobs. It's harder to get jobs. Like comparing it to like when my parents was younger, there was like, oh, you could just go inside the store and you want to bag up groceries. It was easy for you to just get a little quick job doing X, Y, and Z. Now, you know, if you want to work anywhere, everything is, oh, submit an application online. Then you got to wait for the hiring process. Then they got to have your information in the system. Then there's a wait process. It's a lot of, it's way harder, I feel like, to a certain degree to get jobs nowadays. You know, it's just different things. I could go on and on about the cons that we have, but I definitely could say, I'm not trying to, I'll be talking fast. I'm trying to slow down. I could definitely say for a fact that I like the generation as far as like, I'm glad I was born in the day and age I was born in, because I just like the technology that we have with games, with entertainment, with shows, with the graphics. Oh my God. With shows, I love to see how the graphics in the shows that I be watching, like it looks, is it called graphics for shows, or is that just video game? Or, you know what I'm trying to say? Like the visuals that we have be looking so beautiful. Like it be looking so amazing, bro. With just shows, technology, like we have just a lot of, I like personally, I grew up literally playing PSP, PlayStation, played with the Wii, all types of different stuff. I just feel like personally, bro, I like the generation that I live in, because we have so much stuff to our disposal, so much ways to come up, to do great things. You know what I'm saying? It's just up to you. Are you gonna use these things that we have to do something big? You know what I'm saying? To you know, to you, not even just to do something big, but also to just enjoy, you know, enjoy yourself with, like, are you gonna go and, you know, participate in what's going on? It's up to you. But there's stuff out here, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I personally think the generation that we live, I'm happy I was born in now, because I said this to someone else. You could have been born during a war, a world war, bro. You don't know what time period you would have been born in. You know what I'm saying? So you should be happy with the fact that, dang, I can sit here and I can get up and decide whatever I want to do for the day. And nobody can sit here and tell me, oh, this, that, and the third, or I'm restricted from doing this. I'm just talking about if you're like, you know, obviously, if you're a kid, you got to go to school. And if you got a job, you got to go to your job. But you know what I mean? Like, and literally, as far as even with jobs, you don't even have to work a traditional job anymore. So it's just, you know, it's a lot of things that I just feel like personally, that's amazing about the time that we live in. But, you know, there's pros and cons, like I said. But tell me what you think about this topic. Do you think that the generation that we live in right now is so bad? Do you think that, do we have a lot of great things to our disposal that we could use, that we have, that's way better than, that's way bigger than the stuff that was here before us? Like, what do you think? I told you my opinion. Let me know what you think. You know what I'm saying? I haven't made a video in a minute, so I'm a little like, you know, I'm getting back into the flow of things. But, you know, let me know what y'all think. I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Peace out.